Hello, this is Majesty Christian Television Network, the channel of your choice. We are here tonight to talk on issues as they must be. As you know, 2026 election is coming up by tomorrow. So all the politicians are now craving to make their manifestos known to us so that we don't just go out and vote in vain. That's why we thought it wise to bring the noble man and the lady here to come and tell us why we Southeast Amsterdamers must go out tomorrow to vote them in. As you know, it's your civic right to go and vote. If you refuse to vote, you also voted because you've made a decision on how the situation must be. So whether you sit in your home and you say, I don't want to vote, you've made your decision. But you've also voted, because situation will remain the same. And I want us to know that, you see, tomorrow is going to be very volatile. Why am I speaking this way? Because people are coming out of their shelves, out of their distance, because they don't just want to go and vote because I know you. They want to vote and they want to be responsible for their votes. So that when we don't have the good representatives, then we don't have anybody to blame. So tonight, it's good you've logged in. I want you to take something that can make you relax and then sit well relaxed and follow the debate or the discussion as it goes. But one thing I will have to say here, and I was saying to the people in the studio before, was that I noticed one thing. Politicians here, they are not like the ones in Africa who are very aggressive. And the ones in Africa, they must reach something and eat something before they go and want us to cast their votes. But these people here, they are young and dynamic. And now they are young and dynamic, let's tap into their brain and use them to, to change, to create a positive society. So join me tonight in this Make Your Voice Count last minute campaign to welcome our politicians in the Synod of Majesty Christian Television Network. So I have with us the lady. She's the only she among the he's. And they're only calling her lioness. I have her here, no other person but Miss Joanna Ma. Honey, welcome to Majesty.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
And
thank you so much.
Party?
I'm ELLECT. Party ELLECT, yes.
Party ELLECT. All right. And then we also have Honorable Team. Welcome.
Good to see you again.
Yes. And tell us from which party?
I'm the leader of ChristenUnie. And you talk about Dutch politicians. My mom Dutch, my father Liberia. So I see if I bring out the African and the Dutch politician inside me, we'll see.
Wow. That's so good. That's so good. And then we have from GroenLinks, Mr.
Walter Freeman.
Walter Freeman. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, my parents came here in the 80s from Liberia.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up in Southeast in Grundre when it was still a flat. And then later when I was a bit older, we moved to Holendrecht. But my entire youth I lived in Southeast, and now I still come there regularly because a lot of my friends and family still live there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going into these elections now for the city council because it's very important that we have a city that actually works for people and helps people. And if people are struggling, we need to find a way to relieve the struggle, because life is already hard enough, life is expensive enough. So
right, that is very good.
Since I started campaign, second person from Liberia I met. Before in Amsterdam, I never met anyone from Liberia. So God has already blessed me.
Wow.
My family.
Awesome. And then we have not the least, but the last at this moment is from Bayern, Mr. Dylan.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes.
We from Bayern have been sitting in the council here, district committee, for the last 4 years, and we've met a lot of good people like yourself.
Yeah.
And you've been working with our Fayyista Miskin here
Yes, yes.
for good projects for Southeast.
Yes.
And we think it's now very important that there are more people of Southeast in the city council. That's why I'm number 2 on the list for Bijeen.
Wow.
And I want to represent the people of Southeast there also in the city council, because we've seen the last 4 years everything has become very expensive for people. There are houses built in Southeast, but there are also very expensive houses that are built, and we want to make a change for that so that the people in Southeast can live and work and have their life in Southeast, also their children. We want to accommodate that through the city council.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, I think it's applaudable what you just said, and I mean, anybody out there can agree with me that if you are sitting there and you are hearing what I'm hearing, they are hearing what I'm hearing, they will want to vote in for the best party. So I don't really know which one now is the best, but we are going to go by principles.
Yes.
So it depends on those who are out there. You just do your campaign and do your manifesto very well. Make sure you don't fail, so that you give people the chance to critically look at who they want to go and vote.
Yes.
So my first question is that we are going to throw this question and then ask what you have to say regarding it, okay? And then if you don't support any of the questions, or if you don't, if you want to comment, you don't need to say, please, can I? You're raising your hand. Just come in and comment while he's finishing. Another one is coming in, okay? Let it be spontaneous. You know, let it be spontaneous, and then don't cross your mark. You know, let's just have respect for each other, okay?
It will be
right. So that's how it's gonna be. So, gentlemen and lady, can you please look into the camera and tell our people why you think you are the best for the position you are vying for? Why you think it's an open question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think you are the best for the position you are vying for? Why do you think it is your position, is you are the right person to vie for that position? Why is it you? Why didn't your organization maybe bring some other person, but it's you they brought to come to this area to come and canvass? Why is it you?
I think it's because I've been living and working in Southeast all my whole life. And I think that the people that are living in Southeast are watching this today. A lot of people from Southeast are watching this today. And I think Bijeen has a great program for the people in Southeast. I think we have also, if we talk about housing, if we talk about poverty in the city, I think Bijeen has there the best program for, and that's why they asked me to come here and talk about that with also the other parties and with you.
Wow. Yes. What else there?
Well, I think
Speak out. Not
Yes.
line by line. Just speak out.
I think in my case, if I would have to guess, I would say that when I grew up here, I went to school in Rijgersbos. It has a different name now, Lely Lyceum, but
Yeah.
when I went there, it was called Rijgersbos. And how it started was that we had these debate clubs in high school, and that was one of the first times that I really started thinking about, politics and how a city or the country makes decisions and things like that.
Yeah.
And I debated for a long time. I also worked as a trainer in persuasion, public speaking, and I've done that for about 8 years professionally for a company. And in that time, I've worked with many politicians, many people who had a governing role, or who were at the top of a company. So I've worked with them up close, and I've seen the types of dilemmas that they have, but also the way they look at certain problems.
Yeah, okay.
And one of the things that I've also seen, and I think a lot of people watching will recognize that, is that if I looked at politicians when I was younger, I hardly saw anyone that really resembled me. So for me, when I was younger, that was one of the reasons to think, yes, but why aren't we there as well? Why don't we have a seat at the table? So for me, that was one of the reasons that I started going into politics and working with politicians a lot. And right now I'm in the province as a statenlid.
Okay.
There I do ruimtelijke ordening, which is where do we build houses, where do we put trees, where do we make people places to work.
Yeah.
And I also do OV with
Public transport.
And one of the things I did in the past period was that we made public transport cheaper for children between 12 and 18 in the province. If you're living in a village, you have to go from A to B. So I think, because on the one hand I have the political experience, and on the other hand, I've also been around politics and politicians for a long time.
Yes.
That they've said that, okay, we'll put this person here on the list because I'm number 3.
Okay, number 3.
So I think it's mainly because of that, and I also worked as a lobbyist for people who rent and people looking for a house as well. So I think that was the political background that made them think, okay, we'll put him on the list.
Awesome. So you want our people to know you as a lobbyist? Because you lobby for something.
No, but the thing is, I didn't lobby for something. I lobbied for people who are struggling to pay their rent. One of the things that I worked for with a lot of people who were active in that time was that we froze the rents a few years ago when the rent they wanted to raise it very, very high.
Yes.
But by working together with other organizations, we managed to freeze the rent that year. Because people had high energy bill already, we also had groceries. So there's different types of lobbying, and the type of work that I did was to make things better for people that are already struggling.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Very, very clear. Please tell us, why are you different from others? Why? Why must I go tomorrow and vote you?
Yes, so I think
you've touched housing and poverty. Yeah, you've touched housing and poverty.
Yeah.
So start for that.
So in principle, there's no difference there. I don't agree they have the best plans. I think we have the best plans because it's also about realizing the targets that you set. And I think ChristenUnie has proven in the past that they have programs that actually produce the numbers. But what I want to emphasize really today, because it's been very underrated in this campaign, because I know Amsterdam campaign, because they don't like to talk about it, but inside us, I know for a lot of people, it's very important, is that from all the parties that ever have been represented in Amsterdam Council, ChristenUnie has been the only explicit Christian party that's ever been represented there. And that makes a big difference, because I know a lot of people, they want to vote according to Christian principle, no matter which church they go. And a lot of people right now lack the knowledge of what the other secular parties stand for. And I know for a fact that a lot of people inside us, they don't support what any secular party is supporting or proposing in council, in their program. So I hope we can discuss whether we talk about abortion, or whether we talk about legalizing drugs, or legalizing prostitution, or even the freedom of religion for the church, because a lot of people, they just want to teach biblical values, and so far the gemeente has really opposed them in getting that freedom. And to be honest, I appreciate it, I respect my brothers here on the left, but their parties have not been allies in defending their freedom. A lot of people don't realize, so really I hope we can talk about that today, because a lot of people inside those are being left alone by secular parties. Lastly, also for the church, if you talk about our achievements, unfortunately we've been not represented in city council the last 4 years.
Yes.
But even though we were outside, we were the ones really standing for the church. We knew the housing issue, and also we knew the lack of acknowledgement by the gemeente towards the church.
Why not in your hair? It's
not really true, because we have Faïsta Miskin in Amsterdam Southeast. She has been policing for the churches from out by Ain. She has been working with churches, with mosques, with the Hindu community, to bring them together and really give them a seat at the table, talking about policies for churches, for housing for churches.
Have you proposed a plan to increase the amount of real estate for the churches?
No, we have not opposed the plan, because Bain first wants to bring people together. Then we can make a plan together with the community. We don't make plans if the community doesn't talk to us about it, housing, and it's not something we can give them in the first 4 years. We're in the commissions. We need to, housing is not something we can.
But if you are
we cannot solve it in 4 years. There's a housing problem in almost whole the world has a housing problem, and in the Netherlands it's really hard. In Amsterdam it's harder because the housing prices for also churches, but also the normal houses are very expensive. So we need to first bring the community together, look at the problems there are, and then we can solve them together. I know ChristenUnie is a very good Christian party. I really respect the campaign they are driving this last couple of months.
Yeah.
But this is not true. Bijeen has been policing for the churches.
Okay,
let me get to it. Very quick. I'm not saying you should have solved it
That's
in
how
4
you
years.
say, yeah.
I'm
Yes.
not even saying you did not help the churches. I'm saying that no party put forward a proposal in order to put into law that we should reserve part of the real estate for the churches.
Because there is no real estate. There is no real estate to reserve
that
for the
is-
churches.
And that's why ChristenUnie proposed it even from outside city council.
Why do you mean that there is no real estate?
There is no place.
Yes,
There are
places.
There
Can I
are
also
not
have
enough
a-
places.
Yeah.
There are not enough places. There are a lot of churches in Southeast. There are not enough places to put all the churches in Southeast. That's why Bijeen, Faista Miskin, has brought all the churches together to look if there are a lot of places. You're right, but we need to share the places also. We need to look at each other. Every religion needs to work together in Southeast because there are a lot of religions in Southeast, and everybody needs to work together. Then we can look at the places there are and maybe share them.
That's fine, but we'll get back to it.
Yes, you see, ELLECT is also actually fighting for more churches, more buildings, like the ChristenUnie already said. That's actually true for the fact that churches have almost no spaces to occupy to preach the gospel, because I'm also a pastor myself, so I know that this struggle has been going on. And also with housing, yes, there is not much housing, but they are building more houses. I think the problem is that they should build it a little bit faster and that it should be more affordable, because things that the ones that they said 40% social running is also too expensive. People can almost not pay for it, and that is what ELLECT is actually fighting against. Poverty. One of our most important subjects and motion that we put on the table is against poverty. And poverty is not just about food. It has to do for the fact that people cannot pay things. They cannot afford ordinary lifestyle, like living, like house rents, like electricity, and etc. So I believe that the government, the commenter of the South Coast or commenter of Amsterdam should do more when it comes to housing and also space for churches. We cannot just say that, yeah, there's that is there, but it's not there. Yes, there are spaces, there are buildings, but church does not have the first hand when it comes to renting buildings. It's very, very difficult for churches to do it. And I know that ChristenUnie has been fighting against this for long. So ELLECT is also fighting against that, because I'm not just saying a story, it's something that I have also experienced. Yeah. We cannot get a building. The moment you open your mouth and say a church, then they put you behind. It has been like that for a while.
Why is it that way? And when they say a church, you guys close your doors. And when they say politics, you come to
it's
the church.
open, yeah.
Don't you see it's not good?
You know what's the quickest solution? Gemeente has a lot of real estate empty on Sundays, whether it be schools or sporting house. But often the realtors, or even the public servants, they refuse to rent it out to churches. And partly that is because people don't like the stance on, for example, LGBTQ issues by the churches. So that's why they refuse.
Exactly. I think that's one of the big problems. Yeah.
To be honest, also in your party, I'm sorry to say, and some of them in politics, even your former governor, your former alderman, even stated when we wrote the letter last year on behalf of the churches, he stated, I don't want to support the churches because we have separation of church and state, which is not the definition and the explanation of separation of church and state. But no matter the truth, he refused to help the churches. And this is so on other issues, there's a lot of room to cooperate between these parties. But really, I want the people at home to know that while these gentlemen may be very good gentlemen, even supporting the church, the parties
does not assist the church completely.
It's mainly GroenLinks.
Yes.
Where inside the party, there have been many people that are very much against religion. And that's my issue, is the party. So I'm not putting into question their integrity as a person, but I'm looking at the party, what they've done, and the manifesto. And it's not been good for the churches in the past few years.
No.
How do you defend yourself on your party side?
Well,
Because
There's been a lot said about the policy that's been going on for the past 4 years. Also, our alderman, Rutger Wassink, was named. First, in general, GroenLinks is a party that wants to make things better for people. That's one of the main issues, main missions that we have. Here, claims were made that would make it look like we just want to make things more difficult for people, but it's actually the opposite. If you look at what we've done in the past few years, we made it possible for people who, for example, were getting who were on welfare and uitkering.
Yeah.
We made it possible for them to earn a little bit of money without losing their
What does that have to do with the church?
The
issue.
I let you speak for a few minutes. If you let me finish my story,
ask the question about.
if you let me finish my story, then I'll get you finished. What we've also done in the
because you're digressing. That's what
Yes.
I'm trying to remind you.
She asked you a direct questions. That's why would the church vote for us? Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Fast to the nail.
Get to the church.
Let's talk about churches. What we have in this city, especially in Southeast, is we have very little space.
Okay.
It's very difficult to put anything you would want somewhere in Southeast.
Yeah.
For example, whether it's houses, whether it's places for people to have cultural activities, whether it's people who want to make music, whether it's churches. For all the groups, it's difficult to find a place. But what we do say is that we want to try and find ways to accommodate as many people as possible because it's also their city. And churches are an integral part of this city, and especially in Southeast.
Yes.
The communities in these churches are the people who hold all of the different communities together.
Yes.
It's very important. It's not true that we're against churches.
Well,
I don't agree with the way that he spoke about our party because that's not it. If it was really against churches that much, I do not think we would have even religious people in our party. We have politicians who are religious.
But that's my point.
So if you say that our party is against religious people or churches, it simply is not true.
I think is pointing out the fact that opportunities are given to other organizations more than the churches. Like now, like I said, I had an experience, many experience where you go now and said, I want to do some meeting, something nice for, let me say, they will allow you, but when you say a church, they will not allow you. That's the fact we are trying to, it's not that they don't allow churches, but let's say from 100%, 10% is given to the church, and we want to change that narrative because it's too much. Because in the church, if they give a church a building there, the churches allow people to come in. They can do their activity. Young people can go there. It becomes a community.
Exactly.
So why don't they give the church buildings so that the church can be able to use it for everything?
And you can also create places because there are vacant places where there are no buildings. You can even bring the container things and fix them there. And
So that's why that's why we started to have the conversation with the churches, but also the mosques and all, the Hindu religion, because the social impact of those communities are really good for Amsterdam.
Yes, not only good for Amsterdam, for humanity.
For humanity,
yes,
that's right. And that's why we started those conversations with the churches to see and do the research about what is the impact of the churches. So Bijeen did the research with Stadsdeel Zuidoost and see what does the churches come up with in money. So what do the churches do that the Stadsdeel doesn't do? So where are the holes that the churches go in and fix the problems? It's a lot of money that the churches are investing in the communities, and that's why we need to have more conversations with each other so that the churches also can get the subsidies for the activities they do in the neighborhood.
Yes.
We need to look at the churches so that they can not only have the diensten, the services, but they can also do the activities for the children in the neighborhood. They can do the voedselbanken, but we need to look, we can stay on the thing. What GroenLinks doesn't do anything for the churches, but we have the conversations now. The churches are at the table. All the religions are at the table. Let's look at that and how we can do it in the next 4 years. In the next 4 years, let me finish. In the next 4 years, so that we can make policy about it in the city council to give the churches a place at the table.
But if it's not working right now, we need to fix it, and then we'll see how we can fix it to make it better.
But my issue is, my brother, that
why do you think it's not important enough? Because
the issue is we've had years, and it's not. I agree, we should balance it out. It's a very diverse city,
Yeah.
so every group should be served. But the issue is your party refused explicitly to make specific policy for religion. That's my issue. And I'll even help you. I'll give you a compliment. I debated last week with your colleague, Elizabeth Anker. She's Christian. She understands the issue. You don't have to be Christian to understand the issue, but
No.
she understands the issue. So of her, I think highly. But that's the issue with your party. It depends on the individual you bump into, whether they're inclined to help out the church or not. And that's what I'm saying to the voters at home. If you vote GroenLinks, it depends on the person that's in charge. While at ChristenUnie, you know they will stand for the church no matter who's in charge. And that's the claim I'm making.
The thing is, if I knew this,
It's a very hard.
I would be able to check if your facts are correct, because
you should have done that before. I mean, so you can't be telling your public.
No, because the only thing that I could think of what could be the issue is that you have certain buildings that have like a certain, I don't know, that they say this should happen in this building, this should happen in this building. If the building does not say this should be a church, but then you can but those are things you can change. But
you can say
that this place should be used for something else.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, if this issue has persevered, then it's something we need to look at. And we need to do it together with the churches, together with the people who experience it, who know what the issues are, and we need to try and find a better solution.
There's the difference between someone who experienced it in a party that's been in charge for years and years and has overlooked it.
Yeah.
And it's not because of him individually, so I'm not blaming him.
We don't want you to overlook it anymore.
Yes,
We don't want you
it needs to be
overlook
sought out.
You have to do
It's a lot.
now. All of
But
it.
then the other point I want to address, if I may, because we talk about church, and then for the viewers at home, I know they want to talk about, you talked about principles, they want to talk about principles. So I know, but Ian has very beautiful flyers.
Yes.
Beautiful colors. But I want to be correct, that's why I'm taking one, because I don't want to accuse you of anything. You didn't say. So because I visited many churches and I find their flyers.
Yeah.
So that's good. It's their full right to campaign in the church. But if I look at the topics, the issues that they emphasize for the people inside Oost, and I look at the churches they visit, I know for a fact that half of the problem, if you look it up online, is the exact opposite of what the people in the church stand for. When we talk about abortion, when we talk about drugs, when we talk about prostitution, even when we talk about freedom of religion concerning the family or sexual education or so on. So I'm wondering whether it ever emphasizes when they visit the churches that is also part of the agenda. Because people don't know.
Why are they going to churches actually?
You should not keep it silent from the people, because the people think they vote for one thing and then they vote for the exact opposite.
Yes, because churches.
Why are you people in support of abortion?
Yes, and you are going to churches because churches are we don't support abortion.
Why do you people support euthanasia when you know we do not support that? I mean, taking life by yourself, we don't support that. I've done a lot of programs bringing people who say it's necessary for them to take their lives. So I have to preach for them to see it's not what God has designed for man to take his life. So why are you guys in all of these things and you say find it very pleasurable to go to the church?
Yes. Yes. I believe
it's for Bijeen stands for all people. So everybody has their own decision how they make their life. If they get abortion, maybe they get pregnant because maybe they are raped, maybe, or they have the child that they don't want at that time because it's not the right time. Then it's every woman's choice to get an abortion. Because it's their right, it's their own body.
I believe, I understand.
Also, let me finish because you talked about a lot of issues. We are party, so I wanted to get to that.
Yeah, wait for a while. I want to say one thing here, that people can belong to by N but they do not know the principles.
They don't know the
operating.
principles, yes.
And there are also people in Bahrain, though they know the principles, they don't believe in it. They just want to be in the party. Isn't it?
I don't think so. I think everybody has
I believe that there must be some good people in
everybody has the right to pick their own party.
Yeah.
That's why Bahrain always says we are for all people, and you can choose how you live your life yourself. We do not. If you want to be a Christian and you want to be with Bahrain, that is your choice. If you want to be a Muslim, it's your choice to be with Bahrain. If you think that the ideals of Bahrain fit you, you can go for Bahrain. But you can also go with ChristenUnie. You can go with ELLECT. You can go with GroenLinks. It's your own choice.
But what I want to add is the churches, before you vote, please check out what it is that you are voting for. Because the God that you say you serve, if it is obviously against everything that party brings to the church, then when you are still in the church and voting outside his will and the way he wants things to be, then you are supporting the other side. So when they bring these things to church, because it's campaign, they are open, they are free to go every places. But I don't just also think why they have to choose the churches, because their principles are different from the churches, and there are some ignorant people in the church that vote for such things. So I think there are a lot of people that are ignorant voting in the church. So I want people to please read the ballots. When a church, a politics, this thing, don't go by your feelings. Go by what you believe in. If you know the party is against abortion, then you don't vote for it because you are a Christian.
But there are still people in that party who are very good, who have not done any evil.
It's not about the people, it's about the principle. It's about the rules. The principle.
Like when I look at Dylan, he has done me no evil. So
if
I feel like
Mama,
I don't accuse
it's not about the people. It's about the rules, their principle, the policy, the regos.
I know this.
It's a good guy, but the policy is different.
Yeah.
The specific churches I'm talking about.
So many people are ignorant about it.
Exactly.
So that's why you have to shut your mouth.
Exactly.
If you believe in a party that stands for all people in Amsterdam,
But
then you need to vote for Bahrain. It means that we stand for everyone. We stand for people that also don't want an abortion. We stand for people that want an abortion. We stand for people if they want to do drugs. It's their own choice.
No.
It's their own choice. You
But
can do
that is
nothing
what we
about
are
it.
saying about.
You
But
can
in
do
Christian
nothing
Union
about it.
or maybe ELLECT,
You
we
can't
say
do
no.
nothing about it.
Okay, but let me ask
It's
you.
getting heated here.
Let me
And I love this thing.
let me
That's
ask
how
you.
it must be.
Okay, can we do something about abortion now after 24 weeks of pregnancy?
No.
How do you mean? Abortion is not legal after 24 weeks of pregnancy.
It is
And the unborn
legal
baby
to
is
do
protected.
it.
So when you say you cannot do anything about it, no, it's a conscious choice. You wanted to, I don't know up until which term, but the law now is legal up until 24 weeks. I don't agree with that because you talk about rape, but that's at the maximum around 5%. So 95% of the abortion is not because of a tragic reason like that. It's simply because people, for one reason or the other, want to do abortion. I'm against it because I believe life.
Because it may be not the right time for their life to have
But the
children.
baby should have right to life.
Yes,
That should
people
go
need
above
to
any
It's
other-
speak
about
for the unborn
about
baby.
the woman's body. If they choose for
Okay,
it,
but then it's clear.
it's their own choice.
But that's the clear difference between the parties.
Let's talk about what we can do for the people who have to go to vote, because I think there are a lot of issues.
No. You underestimate the importance people add to this kind of issues, especially in Zuidoost. But you never talk about it in Zuidoost, and that's why you don't know. But anytime I step into Zuidoost,
We talk about it in Zuidoost. We talk about it.
No, but I've not heard about it.
So you're underestimating what keeps people up at
Yeah,
night.
it's in the church. I
What are
didn't
the principles?
I'm underestimating people by wanting to talk about something.
No, you're going to start to say, let's talk about the issues that help people at home. These are the
But
issues.
these are the
that matter to
issues,
people.
yeah.
Well,
But it
okay.
don't matter to your party.
As a let's say,
But
if you get elected in this city, how
if
can
you're-
you change that?
I tell you, because by in
If
the
your
program
face
they
is
have,
changing,
they want the
it
government
means you're
to
not
go
happy about
against
it.
demonstration.
If this is a local election,
No.
Look at it.
Everybody rights to demonstrate for what they want.
You want to
It's
actively,
everybody
you want
right.
the government to actively go against demonstration.
No.
Okay,
We have the right.
Okay,
Everybody has the right to
for it.
demonstrate for what they want. If they want to demonstrate against abortion, it's their right.
I'll look for it.
We never talk about the freedom of demonstration
No
because
force.
everybody can demonstrate where they want and when they want
You
it.
can give them
It's
minutes.
not
I'll look it
just
up,
it's
then
not
I'll-
just that
No
possible. You
force.
cannot just demonstrate. You need to have
No, but you-
this
I'd
thing
like to ask,
from the
I'd like to ask
government.
Well, excuse me.
To be able to demonstrate.
No, but wait. They are saying, let's understand them clearly, you know.
Yes.
It's true that we happen to be Christians, but that's not the only religion in the whole world.
Yes.
It's because so they said they are representing all other people. So
Yes.
apart from we have read the Bible.
Oh, but it's not.
and we have seen
It's not a
that-
Christian issue.
No, we have
It's about
seen.
protecting the life of people, whether they
Yeah.
be Muslim or atheist.
What
or
is
Christian.
righteous? What is
But
right
every baby
and
has
wrong?
no right to
Yeah.
We've seen
And
what
it's the
is
right for a woman to choose what they do with their body.
No, I don't
And who
agree.
is gonna?
You don't agree
Who
as
is
a
gonna?
man. You
Who
don't
is
agree
gonna?
as a man.
But I also don't agree
But
as
take
a
the baby.
woman. Who is gonna speak for the child, the unborn child?
Can I
Well,
ask-
because
can I ask
children
you a
at
question?
24 months, 24 weeks, they are already humans.
Then the child should not go to where
It
they
is a very
are
important
aborting.
subject.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not possible because they didn't make that choice.
The gentleman, Walter wants to ask questions.
Yeah, okay.
Because I can see that you're very passionate about the subject.
Yes, for sure.
If you get elected
Yes.
in this local election, will you? Is this how will
Are you
you?
able to change it
How will you
immediately?
use the instruments you have as a politician to do something about this?
Yeah.
Two reasons why.
Are you able to
Two
change it
reasons why.
immediately? Yeah, it's true.
First one I'm looking
That's a good one.
up because
That's a
some
favorite.
parties they want to go, your party as well, in
Yeah.
Utrecht, in different cities, you want to go
Wait,
against the right to protest.
Tangent. I asked you a question. What are you going
Never.
to do?
I'm to-
When I went on a tangent,
We are
before
gonna
you
bring
have
it
to
as
answer
a
my
motion.
question. You answer
Never.
my
We're
question.
gonna
I'm answering you. I'm
Never.
answering you.
Emotion on
I'm
the
answering
table.
you. You're gonna take away the right to protest abortion. I'm gonna defend it in city council.
I never took away any rights. What are you talking about?
It's your party in different cities.
No.
Yes,
We never took away the right.
I know
to
what you're saying.
Listen.
I remember
You
now.
know, it is
Because
also
we say
indirect.
Bahrain says
Demonstration.
you can't
Okay, but
you can
You have a
protest.
right to protest in the Constitution. My party is not in the national government where you make national laws like the Constitution.
No,
We
it's
never
about the
said it
program.
wasn't.
Nee, hij
we-
zegt, ik weet wat hij zegt.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
when did we block a demonstration?
You are merging as two parties. It's your mayor in Utrecht.
Where?
No, you can't.
that wants to go
We
back.
don't want. If we don't
I'm a
want.
candidate.
No.
I'm a candidate in Amsterdam.
Uh-huh.
What do I have to do about a
Ask
mayor
me
who was?
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, because it's a party, it's
So
a rule.
I'm telling you what
It's
I'm
not
gonna
about
do.
you, it's about the
So
program of
you're
the
going to challenge the
party.
mayor in Utrecht? What are you going to do in
I'm gonna
Amsterdam?
prevent you
It's
because you are
it's
gonna do the
Nederland
same
toch?
thing.
It's
I'm gonna
Nederland,
prevent
it's the
from
same
happening.
thing.
Second thing,
Okay.
if you let me finish, very brief. Second thing, this is about our communities having knowledge, being aware of what's going on in politics.
Yes.
And that's why I'm raising the issues, because a lot of people don't know this from your parties. Partly because you don't put it on a flyer, partly because you underestimate how important the people find the issues. So that's why I'm getting them on the table
Let me
today,
ask
because
Dylan-
I want the
let me
people to
ask
know the
Dylan-
difference between
let
the
me ask
Christian
Dylan-
Ik vind het heel mooi.
and
Because they were not
parties.
here last time.
It's a ChristenUnie
And
debat geworden.
also, Mr. Walter Freeman.
Yes.
Okay, now you have heard, you see how they are, I mean, your fellow politicians are speaking. You see how they are filming around. Okay, that is the same way most of the majority here are filming when we hear that this sort of thing is included in your policies. We film around, we are very angry and we don't know what to do. So why must we vote for you? So now you've heard and you've witnessed. How do you think you can correct this? Is it still going to remain as in your policy, or you have something to say one day and say, okay, this thing doesn't go well with us.
To correct it.
Let's see how to amend it. What do you say?
No, to correct it, you say. And
Yeah, is it because you just laughed sarcastically?
Yeah.
That it's not possible?
because we will not correct it. Because
Really?
Because I will tell you
At
why.
least it's honest
And
so that
I
the
will
people
tell you
can
why.
hear.
And I will tell you
Yes.
why. Because it's a woman's choice how they go on with their body. That's the policy of Bijeen, and will always be the policy of Bijeen. If they want to do an abortion, they can do an abortion. They have the right to do an abortion.
They have also the right to be gay.
Yes, they have the right to be gay.
Just anything they want to do.
They have the right. The LGBTQ plus community, we support
if
them.
Everybody have the right to
Or party leader even is gay.
It's a very chaotic society.
Sorry?
If everybody have the right to do whatever they want to
Yes.
do, the society wouldn't be stable.
We have a stable community here in the Netherlands.
How do you think we can be stable when you want
You know what
to
we need to
everybody-
be, you know what we need to be afraid of?
No.
We need to be afraid of the extreme right parties that are now also doing the campaigns in Netherlands. That we need to be afraid of. We don't need to be afraid of how people live in their own home, because you don't have the right to talk about how people are living in their own home. That's something that Bijeen always says. We need to look at the extreme right parties, because the fascism in the Netherlands is going up. It's everywhere in the city.
Yeah.
We see it right now. All the big billboards of one party. I'm not going to name here because I don't want to promote them. But we need to be afraid of that. We don't need to be afraid of gay people. We don't need to be afraid of if women do abortions. We need to be afraid of people that are repressing our people of color, people that are not with them, people that are here in the Netherlands. We see it all the time. In Amsterdam Southeast, we see it a lot. The poverty is getting too much.
Yeah.
The groceries are getting too high.
Yeah.
The public transport is almost not payable for a lot of people. That we need to be worried about, not how people live in their houses. And if you want to make a change in that, then you go vote tomorrow and you vote for a party that is left, not conservative.
One question.
That is the only party that will make it right here in Amsterdam and in the Netherlands.
I'm sorry, I don't think so. But one question. So you talk
But
about
I've not heard from Mr. Water.
Of course, one is very big. Of course, everybody should have the freedom, but that also means that Christians who have biblical views which do not align with modern day views about sexuality, they should also have the freedom. And that they should not be discriminated when they go out and rent a building because they stand on biblical principles.
And we stand for that.
Do you agree with
We
that?
stand
Okay,
for
then we
that.
work together on that point.
We stand for that.
Keep it to that word. That's good.
Let's hear from Water, please.
We have city council elections tomorrow for the Stadsdeel and for the city.
Yeah.
My idea of what a politician is supposed to do when elected is use the political tools you have in your toolbox to make things better for people, to make policy that will actually change people's lives, so they have more money on their bank account, so things get less expensive. That if they want to send their children to football and they don't have the money to pay for it,
Yes.
the city council makes it possible for these people to still be able to put their children on sports, because it's very important that children go to their sports, meet other children, and can be active in their youth. I just asked, how will you use your political tools if you are elected? And he said, he's talked about a mayor in Utrecht that I don't directly have anything to do with.
No.
He did not say which motions he would put forward in the city council.
Yeah.
He did not say which policy ideas he had.
let's take
Because
local
if we're
policy.
honest about it,
No.
yes, it's a very important topic. But as a local politician,
No.
it's difficult. I think almost impossible.
I talked about
to
the right
change-
to demonstrate. So that's local policy.
but
I
it's-
mentioned a lot of topics. I mentioned legalizing prostitution. I
No,
mentioned
but it's-
legalizing.
We didn't even talk about prostitution.
Listen,
that's
saying
city council policy,
saying that we stop the right to demonstrate is fake news.
No.
Because my party cannot do that because it's in the constitution. My party
It's in
isn't
that
even
program.
we are not even
That's
in the
what I replied to.
we are not even in the national government. Mine.
Should I look it up?
Yes, I
If
think
I
you
can
are.
That's what I
That's beside the
responded
point.
to.
That's
No,
beside
he's
the
talking.
point.
He's talking about
besides the
the
point.
protest within
You see-
a couple of meters of the abortion clinics.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about that because
That's not what he's saying.
No, but
that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
because
You see,
That
I
is
want
a-
to
that is
also
a
add
mayor-
something to
that
it.
is a mayor,
If
not
everyone has the right to do whatever
I
it
was
is,
saying something.
if
I'm almost finished.
that-
Let me finish, please.
please let me say something.
go ahead.
If everybody say they have the right to do, everybody have the right to do whatever they want to do in their home. So why are we here and why are we making policies? Because I think the policies that we make control the people that are there. And that's why we are bringing this online, so that the people can also know that, you see, this is this and this and that. I want this party, I'm going to vote for this party because their policies are like this. Because whatsoever we decide there will affect them in their home.
I didn't.
And when
I
there's
didn't
no
what's
rules,
the solution of
if
that?
there's no
What's the
rules,
solution then? What's
yes,
the solution?
the solution
Give me
is
the solution.
the solution situation, because we are in a Christian television now, okay, it's for everybody, but we are talking about the fact that the Christians should read.
Only stands for
not only for Christian. Let me finish. The Christian community, yes, they have to check out, because when it comes to campaign, everybody bring their flyer to the church, and we all know that the Christian community is a very big organization, and that the Christians should read very well, because we are also protecting our own rules and the rules that govern the church. Because if we don't govern that, we don't protect it, anything can come in. Anybody can just do abortion. Anybody can just become a gay. But this is what we are also.
It's their own right.
No, it's not their right. It's not their right. It's an agenda that they are pushing, and we don't want that agenda to be in the church. We don't want that agenda to be in the church.
No.
Let's talk about.
One voice.
I just heard what is important for you. You've also talked about
against poverty. Poverty is also important.
What we've done. And what we're going to do.
No, we cannot agree with that. Anybody can have abortion. It doesn't work for our children. They shouldn't even have sex, not to talk of abortion.
Yes.
When people couldn't pay their energy bill,
Give me 1%.
when people couldn't pay their energy bill,
They don't have the solution. They don't have the solution.
When people were sleeping in the street when it was snowing and it was cool,
Yeah.
we sent people in the street to find them and bring them to warm shelters, to give them food, to give them
Even we do it as an organization.
No, but listen, hold on.
We do that
because the reason I'm saying this is because I don't want people at home to think that all that GroenLinks does is fight with the church. I don't, because that isn't true. I don't want people to think,
their rules are just different. They are not. The churches should focus on what they are voting for.
We want the city to
They
work
should
for
focus.
people.
They should check
and
it
if things
out.
do not work, we fix it.
No,
If you have a house, you want to let some young person come and sit in a room. We said, okay, you can come, let them come in your house. You can pay your rent, and we will not cut you on all of the
Make your voice count,
benefits you are getting.
No, it's not possible to just fix it. One political party cannot fix it.
Outside of the way that things are structured, if the system is broken, we fix it.
It is together as most.
We do not complain. We actually fix things that people cannot.
Ask me questions.
I let them finish.
Ask me questions.
We solve problems, we fix issues, we give people more money in their bank account.
That's what we do also.
Well,
that is
You
normalized.
talk about local policies. Now, I know you want to talk about these issues, but the reason I'm mentioning different issues because we have.
I don't know, because we as a stick team, we also do it.
You will see if I let
It's all the politicians do the same.
But wait,
It's
but
the
why
same
I'm
thing.
talking about
You know, it's
legalizing
arguments.
drugs,
They come
legalizing
to a
prostitution,
compromise.
because it's what Amsterdam is known for. You know full well that that's local policy,
Also.
and in your program you just want to open up anything, and you just want to legalize the full chain.
Meanwhile, where did you read that? Where did you read that in our program?
I read it in your
Where
program.
did we say we want to legalize everything and open everything?
Yeah, everything. Like smart. Everybody can do whatsoever they want, and that's not a lie. Maybe we should go to conclusion because this argument can stay a long
This
time.
is telling you that our program has things that are nowhere there.
Let's conclude why you have to vote for ELLECT. Vote for ELLECT.
Yes, do that. Yes.
They are shouting.
We want to open everything. We never said that. That is fake news. It's not true. Sorry, but no. Grab your phone. Look at the program.
Please, can we calm down this guy?
Where does it say we want to open everything up? Where does it say
To legalize everything.
Where does it say we want to legalize everything? Where does it say that?
Alice Mark, everything is allowed.
Let me make one
If you
point.
have a problem,
Your husband is tired.
if you have a problem with Dutch national law, do not take it out on GroenLinks.
This is Amsterdam law.
Yeah, but
This is Amsterdam
it's
law. Come on, you have to know your facts.
So
It's Amsterdam law.
he's saying all the time we need to
don't want to
legalize
open everything.
prostitution, but prostitution is legalized.
No, it's not
Yeah.
you.
It's national law.
It's national law.
But we can also
It's
change it.
it's
We
not
don't
us.
have to
It's
keep
not
it like
us.
that. We can fight against this because
That's not law.
that is
If
really.
sex workers-
It's only in Holland that happens.
No, but
Eh?
listen,
workers,
the danger is
that
we
is
sh-
legal.
We shouldn't make promises that we cannot keep because we only have so much influence
Yeah.
at the local
We
level.
could change
The
it.
moment we tell
We
voters
could,
we
not
will influence
must.
things from the city.
Yes.
But you don't want to do anything.
anything about it, correct?
If we could, we are here to change things, right? We change
We
things.
should not misinform people because it's dangerous.
It's not misinforming.
Politicians make promises about things
No,
you
it's not
cannot
promises.
change.
It's not promises.
The
It's
moment we talk about things we cannot
no, no,
change,
no. We
give
could.
them a wrong impression.
No, no. We could fight for it. There's two different things. We could fight for it. We could talk about it. We can bring it on the table.
If you criminalize sex workers, they will go on the street and do it themselves.
But
if
you know those ones that are official are wanted.
You criminalize people that want to do the work themselves.
That is wanted, eh?
You criminalize
That is wanted,
That's
eh?
what you're doing.
No.
You're
Let me
criminalizing
no.
sex workers.
They make it official. It's about the money. It's about the money.
Let's calm down.
That's human trafficking. Actually, it's human
If
trafficking.
Amsterdam is 4 years in the future, how will the city look when you are elected?
We will invest in programs to help women get out of prostitution because there's
No, but how will the
But they
city
want
look?
to be in
That's
it.
what he's trying to explain.
They want to be in it.
on the subject.
Let him talk.
No,
I'm
but
responding to you
excuse me, sir.
on the subject.
Excuse me. Getting women out of prostitution, is that your priority?
That's one of the
One of
priorities.
it.
Why? Because people are being shipped from Eastern Europe or from Latin America.
Exactly.
Even from Africa, they're being shipped. They are being abused
That's-
by lover
that's
boys,
sex trafficking.
and then
That's not
they get
prostitution.
into prostitution.
That's the same
And
thing.
we- and
There are
they wanna
some
get
women
out,
standing
but
there
there's no
out of
investment
their
in getting
own
out,
will.
because they cannot
Oh
get
my
out.
You're
God.
criminalizing the
Like
work.
No.
And they're losing.
Oh.
Is that supposed to be?
My
That's
brother.
not
You're
priority.
criminalizing
If you
it.
look,
Oh my-
I stand for a Christian
You-
party where we believe
You're
in following
criminalizing it.
Jesus,
People cannot
putting
pay
a
their
biblical
bills.
principles.
People don't
and
have
getting
a house
out
to
people
live
out
by
of
themselves.
Sex trafficking is one of the priorities.
Some of them are being forced
If you want
to
change
do
for
it.
the kingdom, then
Yes.
that
People
should be one
can't
of the
pay their
priorities.
bills. People
No.
don't have a house to live in. I told you
You
how
can-
the city changed for them.
You can
Yeah.
People who are
You can
looking.
do
people
what you
don't-
we just want to
We
talk
are
about
going
that
to
issue.
do we are debating on it. Yeah, people are looking for jobs. More
Yeah.
jobs should be created. More jobs should be created.
Why
More
don't
jobs
we
should be
talk about
created because
No,
people
no,
need
because I want to
jobs.
know how will you fix the problems you are addressing? Tell the people what you will
Join
address.
us. You can join us.
Okay, you will invest in programs. Will the problem be solved in 4 years?
You can
I
join
think we
us
will
if
bring
you
it
want.
on the table as a motion so that we can talk about it.
No,
You
that's
never
not
want
true.
to do anything.
That is
about
not
it.
These
true.
people
And I
want
know
to
Wow.
that it's
criminalize
a
sex
major issue in
workers.
Amsterdam.
That is not true. Actually, we've been working with people who are in the industry and giving all of this help.
Because
that we
I
need in the past
believe-
So you want to
4 years.
reduce it?
Excuse me. As good as
You don't want to reduce it?
Can
I-
we round up?
as good as the
No,
people,
you don't
as
want
good
to
as
reduce it.
yeah, as
You
good
keep
as
putting
yeah,
words
I
in
know.
my mouth like you know my program.
He's speaking Sierra Leone right now. That's Sierra
I told you
Leone.
right 5 minutes ago. You look at it and say, oh, he right. And now in the program, you put your phone away.
No, but that's because forget
You know
about
why?
that.
Because you keep putting new things and then you don't know your own program. I can take time.
but
I
you
can
can
take
get
time
some
to
money.
make it up,
Politicians-
but then you go to a new
We
subject.
shouldn't only
I
complain. We
didn't-
should tell them what are our solutions.
Hello.
In the next 4 years, we are going to put it as a motion.
My
Oh
Do you
boy.
want to reduce the
No,
number
no,
of
no,
sex
no.
work and prostitution? I ask you, you can answer. I won't look it up. You can answer yourself. Do you want to reduce it?
Yes or
You
no?
cannot respond.
No,
You
yes or
cannot
no?
respond.
All I said is
We want to reduce it. We will reduce it.
Answer to the question.
Why
Do
you
you
asking
want
a
to
question if you
reduce
don't want
it?
to hear my answer?
Yes
But,
or no?
but he's not the one to make the law. He's not the one.
But we can fight about it. We can talk about it. We can fight it. We can bring it as a
It's
motion.
the law. You cannot as a council
can't-
member.
you
Now,
You
now, now,
can
local
fight.
policy.
You
That's
can
very
lobby
well.
for it. You can lobby for
change the
it.
national
But you
law.
can
Let
lobby
him
for
respond
it.
Gentlemen,
But you can lobby for it.
Gentlemen and lady,
Oh,
it has been
mama.
very hot.
Vote for
Well,
that.
it has been a very good one, and sooner or sooner we are almost coming to the end of this Make Your Voice Count campaign. So you see, it's a bit chaotic today because we gave them the chance. Let the politicians come and tell us why we must go to the poll tomorrow for them.
Yes.
So, as a matter of fact, it has been very healthy. It has been a very healthy argument. And you all did well. So, I want you to look into the camera before we sign off now. Tell them your number and invite the people to come and vote for you if you think you are eligible. But if after this agreement you think you are not eligible because you think your party is not doing fine, you can reserve your comment.
Vote for ELLECT. We are number 23 on the ballot. Why are you going to vote for us? Because we are going to fight. I'm not saying we will do it alone, no. We're going to bring it on the table, fight for affordable housing, against poverty, the fact that too many people are living in poverty at this time. We're going to fight against it, and other things like high bills, electricity high bills, and affordable lifestyle. We're going to all fight against that, because we think everything is too expensive for the people, and the people are really, really crying. Many people are doing 3 to 4 jobs, but still they cannot pay their debts. A lot of people are in debts. So we are not saying we would do it for you. We are saying vote for us, so you can give us the opportunity and the chance to fight for this, to fight against it the next 4 years. Vote for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
When you vote ChristenUnie, it's list number 22. I'm on number 1, but you can vote anyone. It's number 22. And it's very clear. ChristenUnie is a Christian party, wants to do politics on Christian principles. And next to that, we want to stand for the church, but also we want to solve the issues around poverty and housing. And what's the reason I mentioned the former issues today? Because these 4 parties, we could have just stood here, kumbaya, and agree on everything on social policy and housing, because I know that once we afford it, then we will work together, because on those subjects, we think in the same direction.
Yeah.
But I wanted for the viewer at home to be very clear where the difference lies between our parties. And I think it has been very clear. So if you want to do something about poverty, about housing, I want to see politics on Christian principles and the Christian community in Amsterdam represented, and ChristenUnie is your clear choice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. T. Right, let's go to Walter.
These city council elections are very important. A lot of people now, they don't have money to pay the bills, they don't have enough money to put their kids in sports, and they see that their neighborhood is changing. It's getting more expensive to survive.
Yeah.
GroenLinks has shown we have the track record of the past few years. We help people pay their bills. We've helped people put their children in sports. We've invested more than any other local government in culture and other activities in this city.
Culture?
Like museums, people who make music, people who make art, all those types of things. We also work with all of the different communities in the city, in Zuidoost, but also in North and New West, to really make sure that if a stadsdeel is changing or making policy for the long term, the people who actually live there have a seat at the table as well. You can see it in Hartford, in the K-buurt by Kraaienest.
Yeah.
We have Kraaien next there, Oba next there. We have the new buildings we're going to build there. We did that together with the people who actually live there, the community. And that is the way that GroenLinks does politics. We go to the people, we talk to them, and we give them a seat at a table so that we can make better policy. Yeah. That is the type of politics that we want to do. So if you think you want a party that has a proven track record of softening the blows, of keeping this city affordable, and will also build a record number of affordable housing that we can actually afford, vote for GroenLinks. I'm number 3.
Where are you building the houses? Where?
It's all politics.
We have Southeast. Okay. We're already building a few houses there in Kraaienest, but also by the Belmer Park, that area also as well. We're going to develop a lot of houses there as well. You also had Brasa.
We built some houses, to be fair to them.
You also had Brasa by the car road. We have some locations that we already are making steps, but we need a lot more because the waiting list is way too long.
Yeah. Is it an expensive house? Is it even a house to be? Is it affordable? Is it for the social people?
We are the party. We are the party who fought for social housing in all the current plans, and we are the ones who also made extra jongerenwoningen in Southeast because we were tired of seeing young people moving away from their parents to Almere or wherever because they couldn't find a house.
But it doesn't seem to change anything up to date. So actually, you are saying you did things, but we don't see actually the evidence and what is really changing.
If you really look,
so
you will see the difference.
I think it's all politics. I think it's just politics, really. No. Because you have been there for years and people are still crying. This poverty is increasing. And the prices are getting more higher and higher.
Yeah. Those people are grateful we built those houses there.
And most people still cannot pay for their, because they still cannot pay, the housing. So that's why I say you people should give also chances to new politicians like us. Because you know why? We are with with the people. I've felt what the people have felt. We have gone to cities, we have helped the poor from our own salary. We're a group of women. Before we enter politics, we travel from city to city, feeding people, paying people's house rent, helping them, listening to them, accommodating them in our homes. That is why I'm saying, we are not just saying it, it's not a political thing, it's reality. We elect, we want to help because we have been helping before we become politicians. And when you give us the opportunity to help more, we will help more.
Wow.
Yes, it's about you, not about us.
Thank you so
Vote
much.
for us.
Say something, Dylan.
Yes, thank you.
Or team.
The Netherlands is a very racist country, and Amsterdam is not only a part of that, but we also see it in housing, we see it in healthcare, we see it everywhere around us. The fascism is coming up in the city. We see it every day. That's why Bijeen wants to be the party that fights the fascism in all policies. We want to fight the racism in all policies. We want to have an alderman who really stands on that, on every policy, on housing, healthcare, even in education. Right now in Amsterdam Southeast, there are a lot of children that don't get the right education because they get advised lower than they have the abilities for it, and we want to fight that. We also want to fight the housing racism, that people of color get to buy a house. It's very hard to get a house because there are racist projectontwikkelaars. We see it in the whole city. So if you vote for Bijeen, we will fight for that. We will also fight for the churches. We will fight every day on the street and in the council. You will see us at the demonstrations. We will fight for all women, that you get your right every day. So vote for Bijeen, list 5, and if you vote for me, I will fight from Southeast to the whole city. Thank you.
And your number is number 2?
Number 2, yes.
In the list?
Yes.
If you want to vote any Christian party, vote ChristenUnie.
Vote Bijeen.
Yours number 1, Joe?
Number 1.
Number
It's 22,
1.
number 1.
22.
Yes.
All right. You have heard it all, and I think you've done justice to the discussion. We are so proud of every one of you. Very, very, very proud.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Oh, dat gaat je wilde houden.
Thank you for being here.
Neem maar mee.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we look forward that you have your success.
Thank you, ma.
So, our audience, you've heard them, and tomorrow, go and make your decision.
Vote tomorrow.
Don't sit at home. Just make sure, go and cast your vote.
Please go vote.
Right.
Yes,
It's
please.
a civic right. So
Thank
go and
you.
cast it, and let's know who the cap is going to fit.
Yes.
It's gonna wear the cap when it falls on the person. So we hope you all will be elected.
Thank you.
God is bless
God
you.
bless you.
Yes,
Take care.
thank you.
Bye for now.